Hi, my name is Leslie Watton. I'm in Communications 101, giving a persuasive speech. And first, I would like to scan my audience. I want to talk to you today about the most defining issue of our time. This issue is the most contentious in the United States today. It divides families and holds hostage with shame and guilt those who live with the secret. This issue is abortion. As the director of a pregnancy resource center, I have seen firsthand the long-lasting effects on women as well as their families. You see, abortion does not just affect one person, it affects many. It's like a puzzle that is missing a piece. I am often asked why being pro-life matters, and shouldn't women have the right to do what they want with their own bodies? Let's look at all that happens in the first trimester when most abortions in America are performed. This information is by Why Pro-Life by Randy Alcorn. 18 days after conception, the heart is forming and the eyes start to develop. 21 days, the heart is pumping blood throughout the body. 28 days, the unborn has budding arms and legs. 30 days, the baby has a brain. 40 days, the preborn child's brain waves can be recorded. 42 days, the skeleton is formed and the brain is controlling the movement of the muscles and organs. In the remaining 6 months in the womb, nothing new develops or begins functioning. The fully intact child grows and matures unless the life is lost through miscarriage or abortion. I do not give this information to you lightly, but rather so you can hear what many women do not have the chance to hear when seeking counsel for their choice. Informed consent is extremely important. I counsel many women at the center who were never given this type of information in order to make an informed decision. And they wish that someone had told them the truth because they live with the scars of what they did forever. I want to read a quote from Mother Teresa regarding her thoughts on abortion. America needs no words from me to see how your decision in Roe v. Wade has deformed a great nation. The so-called right to abortion has pitted mothers against their children and women against men. It has sown violence and discord at the heart of the most intimate human relationships. It has aggravated the degradation of the father's role in an increasingly fatherless society. It has portrayed the greatest of gifts, a child, as a competitor, an intrusion, and an inconvenience. It has nominally accorded mothers unfettered dominion over the independent lives of their physically dependent sons and daughters. And in granting this unconscionable power, it has exposed many women to unjust and selfish demands from their husbands or other sexual partners. Human rights are not a privilege conferred by the government. They are every human being's entitlement by virtue of his humanity. The right of life does not depend and must not be declared to be contingent on the pleasure of anyone else, not even a parent or a sovereign. In looking through the scriptures, it is obvious that God places tremendous value on human life. After all, we are made in His image. Genesis 1:26 says, "Let us make man in our image." Psalms 8:4-5. "What is man that you take thought of him, and the son of man that you care for him? Yet you have made him a little lower than God, and you crown him with glory and majesty." Psalm 139:13-14. For you formed my inward parts. You wove me in my mother's womb. I will give thanks to you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, I know that full well. Chuck Swindoll, a pastor and author, states, "The logic of the Bible is inescapable. Christians must understand the position of God with regard to the sanctity of human life. We live in a time where the most dangerous place to be in America is not in the inner city where gangs threaten innocent lives or in angry prisons where only the fit survive, but in the womb of the mother who is being told that she doesn't have to give birth to her unborn baby if she doesn't really want to. What can we do about abortion? After all, it's legal." I believe Christians need to fervently pray that their own attitudes would be changed toward those who have had abortions. In the church, many women have gone through abortions, and yet they remain silent. I think that they need to come forward and be able to be in a place where they can share their stories and they can receive healing from those that are their brothers and sisters. After all, if people can't be transparent in the church with those that are like-minded, how can they ever affect the world around them? As long as we allow those who have had abortions to stay in the shadows, we will never move forward. We also need to pray for our leaders in the government, regardless of if we agree with them or not. We need to pray that they would truly serve all people and see all life as valuable, not just those who are old enough to vote. The most vulnerable are those who cannot speak for themselves. It is time to stand and be a voice for those who do not have one. Thank you for your time, and remember that just because something is legal does not make it right.